What's up, y'all? It's Ameer Abdullah, simmering in the stew with the homie. Boom, you're done because you're messing up my money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. And they don't know if they were a little bit more lenient, they actually will make more money. For example, Chad Johnson, Terrell Owens. Both of those guys should have been playing, man.
Right. Yeah.
Y'all could have made more money off of them
years
guys.
of their career.
Yeah. Right. The thing is, I think the NFL is kind of wising up a little bit, just judging off, okay, they're more lenient on the team celebrations this year. Before, that was always out. I'm like, man, we want to see them clown when you score a touchdown. Right. We want to see y'all clown.
I'm throwing the flag on Antonio Brown twerking, though. I'm throwing the flag.
Yeah, that should be out.
You ringing a bell.
Yeah, and a bell, for sure.
Pause.
Minus 10.
Minus 10.
Minus 10.
Antonio. I'm going to give you the bell. Hey, just, whenever DJ says
hey, the freeze tag, though, Minnesota, that shit was lit. That shit was lit. The freeze tag.
Yeah.
The freeze tag, Minnesota.
Oh, yeah,
that shit was gold.
What, Boogie Down Brown? Where was Boogie Down Brown?
Yeah. All right, man. Since we already in the NFL, let's talk about it a little bit. We got I think that the Jags got robbed. I think the Jags got robbed.
Let's
you know
talk about it.
The Patriots, they have the advantage. I think that the refs subconsciously already know, just like the fans know. Oh shit, the Patriots about to come back and win. You know what I'm saying? And it may not even be something blatant because at the same time you have to weigh the fact that the NFL hates the Patriots because they always getting hit with penalties, getting caught cheating.
Do they?
Yeah, and they always challenge it. It's always very public.
Is it really a hate thing?
It's a love-hate.
Beers, man.
You think so?
Smoking beers.
All right, let me finish my point.
Okay.
So I think that was in the back of the ref's mind, and I think they blew a couple calls, especially the Miles Jack call. Even though there was contact, I think they should have let dude run to the end zone and then figure it out in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? Was he down by contact, or did he strip that ball? If that was a Patriot, would y'all would have blew the whistle? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I think refs call that pretty much the same. Like they always stop it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if this course you think he's down, they're gonna blow the whistle, play stop. You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. I think it's all smoke and mirrors that the NFL doesn't like the Patriots. I think the NFL loves the Patriots.
I don't see how.
And Roger Goodell and Mr. Kraft are homies low key. You know what I'm saying? They are homies low key.
Possibly.
He put that out here like we're gonna put Tom Brady on his 5-game suspension, all this shit. That shit was awesome.
And if that's true, it's better than the NBA handled Michael Jordan and the Jordan rules and favoring the shit out of him. If that's the case, they favored Mike, man.
I feel like they favored the Patriots. Look at the win that the Patriots had over the Jaguars. They had like 1 penalty compared to like 8 by the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Like 100 yards.
What do you think?
Here's my question for Ameer. When you play the Patriots, you go in like with that thought, like kind of like back in the day when you played a white school. I gotta play y'all and the refs. You know what I'm saying? You're like, dog, is it like that?
You don't even understand, bro. I'm from Alabama. So, and I grew up Muslim. You know what I mean? So it's like the double.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know what? I only played him in the preseason, so I'm not gonna say it didn't mean anything, but it didn't count at the end of the season. But I always feel like they're the team that gets by on like pure grit. I wouldn't say like I feel like I'm playing the white school. You know what I'm saying? But like I feel like when you go out there, you see him, you like, this it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, like you playing, and you're expecting some dominant pass rush that you got to stand and get a chip block on.
Yeah.
And you see your lineman just handle them. You know, I'm like, this the Patriots? But then you look up, you down 21-0.
How they doing that?
How the hell we losing?
That's one thing I would say, man. Like, man, Tom Brady is the fucking GOAT.
Yeah, nah, it's true.
He is the GOAT. Like, whenever they're down, I'm like, man, here we go. Tom will come back some type of way. I don't know how he's going to do.
You know what?
He's going to come back.
I think Aaron Rodgers is actually better than Tom Brady.
Ooh,
he's a bad man.
I do.
Dirty here, folks.
Right.
I mean, I see him twice. I see him twice a year.
Okay, right. Yeah, so you're familiar with him.
But he does exactly what Tom Brady does at the line. Like when you watch Aaron Rodgers, he'll start a drive with a play, and for their own, he calls it. But ain't no, I'm gonna look to the sideline, or I'm getting something in my helmet. Nah, he's calling a lot of the times, you know, and Matt has that ability too. He does that well.
Okay.
You know, but Aaron Rodgers just has it down. And in that system, for a long time, you got to be a good quarterback to have receivers who are all good, you know what I mean? But like, they ain't like they got Calvin. You know what I mean?
Don't.
Like they got
Exactly.
Abdullah,
Yep.
You know what I mean? And,
They don't even have Golden Tate.
well,
They don't.
Randall Cobb pretty good, man. And Devontae Adams made the Pro Bowl. Devontae Adams made the Pro Bowl. You know,
Devontae Adams
yeah,
is a beast,
take my
for
dogs.
sure.
I
Yeah.
gotta show him some love. But like,
Yards after the catch is nasty with Tate.
Yeah.
oh yeah, for sure. So he'll be.
Get it
But
going.
what I was gonna say with Aaron Rodgers that makes him unique is he can get out of that pocket
Yeah.
and he creates for himself. Tom, when stuff gets cloudy, which it rarely does, they pass protect really well there.
Right.
That's another thing Aaron Rodgers don't really have. You know, the great pass protection. He can't create like Aaron Rodgers. So that's what makes me think Aaron Rodgers, he had to sit for 5 years.
Yeah.
How long did Brady sit?
That's a long time, man.
That's
How long
true.
did Brady
I don't
sit?
think it was
Like-
5, man.
Like a year or two. Like it was like 2 years. Wasn't
It seemed like it was maybe
So
a
he's
year or
still
two.
getting better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
crazy.
it's scary. Then this dude comes back from collarbones like they jam fingers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's? He got hurt 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers definitely does have that clutch it factor too. Like even the game, I know it's probably be a little painful for you. You know what I'm saying? Game was over. You know what I'm saying?
Over. We're about to make the playoffs. We started that year 1-7.
Right. I'm like, the comeback is on. I'm like, no, he didn't just win that game.
Right.
I was like silent for like 15 minutes. I just turned the TV off and just walked off. I had to walk down the street and walk back just to like fathom what just happened.
That shit was so Lions, man.
I started so many like emails to Aaron Rodgers and deleted them.
Yeah.
He was like talking to me like,
No.
Delete. Man.
no. Is it?
It ruined my life. Man.
This is a question too. Is it? Do you have that in your mind when you're playing in Lambeau? Like, oh man, like this is gonna be a tough game. Like it's hard
Yeah,
to tell
bro.
to win in
You
Lambeau.
do, because that's a different crowd, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
And it's
That's
cold
a
as shit,
different
too.
crowd.
Absolutely.
And they bring a different intensity because they're like the one NFL team that's like owned by the community or something
Right.
weird like that. So they feel that sense of ownership. So
Yeah.
when they're in there,
Right.
they feel like you're playing their family.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's calling you
It's
all
like a
the
high
time.
school
Oh,
game,
man,
damn
yeah.
near.
I can imagine what they're saying.
Right. All kind of shit.
Green Bay, Wisconsin, yeah.
Yeah, we see you.
Have you ever been there?
No, I
Of
haven't.
course not.
No,
You know what I'm saying? Why the fuck?
Why are you so angry though?
I may never go
Of course
to Green Bay.
That's like asking me if I ever been up north.
Some shit, get a grilled
Okay.
cheese.
Or Alabama.
Don't get offended.
I got that's where my family from. Alabama. I'm from they're from such a small town. You probably don't even know what it is. You falling.
Yeah. That's how they're
Got
kind of like, not by Selma, but like a
Yes.
little bit north in between Montgomery.
What about Tuscumbia? That's where my
I know, I've heard of it. I don't know where it's from. I don't know where it's at though.
That shit little as hell.
Tuscumbia.
Nah, no, that really
Sounds
is.
like
That's like
two
a
blocks.
country.
Yeah.
Tuscumbia.
Get your own country out there.
Right, Ingram.
But it tripped me out though. I went down to Eufaula, Alabama. It's like our street is named after our last name and shit.
That's what's
Yeah, that's the same.
But
with
you
me
knew it-
in
but
North
you knew
Carolina-
that-
North Carolina.
But you knew that Terry wasn't black though, didn't you?
Oh, I know that.
That hurt you, yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, it did. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you know, all of like the first names of the first settlers that came from Europe over here, they're
Right,
just named
right.
by what they did. So I'm like,
Yeah.
but my family, or the slave owners that got my slave, they're just terrible. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? My last name Terry, so it's like
Yeah.
we're just terrible. We're
You
just
just
terrible
bombers.
motherfuckers. You gonna call them the Terrys.
Yeah.
Man, right.
Them
Terrible,
terrorists.
man. You probably want having that shit. That's what I'm
Okay.
Right.
Terrorists over here.
Terrible. You ain't
Call
doing
them
no work.
terrorists.
Since you already
Yeah, my last name is X from now on.
Man.
I made a point last week, man, to
I
Pete
got Jones
because
and Smith, the two most
Slimmy.
generic.
Right. Slimmy last week was talking about it may have been 2 or 3 weeks ago. We was arguing about the Caldwell firing,
Uh-huh,
and my
yeah.
point was Mike McCarthy and Caldwell. I mean, to me, they kind of had the same kind of season. They dealt with a lot of injuries. They had pieces of their team that wasn't complete. And I don't think you can blame either one of those guys. If you fire Caldwell, fire McCarthy, right? So my thing is, do you guys think, I'll let all of y'all answer, plus Ameer, do you think the firing was premature? I personally think it was premature. Give the guy, you granted him 1 more year, give him another year.
Anyone?
Well,
You were most passionate about that.
My rebuttal to that is, like, to me, it's the way he started out. It fucked him in the end. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, if you start out, you came on the Lions, they're 11-5, right?
In my mind, I had already did it.
Yeah, Paul.
Right.
You
So,
missed your chance.
so okay, you start out 11-5, and then you go, 9-7, 7-9.
Yeah.
So you like digressing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go out with a chick for the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Conversation is great. Y'all vibing, like, oh, damn, this bitch, she might be the GOAT. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
You hit it. The hit was great. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, damn, she good. Then the next time you go, you know what I'm saying? Conversation with all that. You know what I'm saying?
Wind down a little
You
bit.
hit it a little, so it wasn't the same. She was
Tried
kind
out
of lazy.
some.
You know what I'm saying? She might have been lazy that time. You know what I'm saying? It was a little stiff. You're like,
Yeah.
This is-
Maybe 2 days away from being
Maybe I
on.
was wrong about the first time. Maybe that was just a fluke. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I think that's the whole type of like ordeal that happened with Caldwell. Started out great, and he was like, and he lacks passion. I don't like a coach with no passion to me. Maybe on a
I'm
like
glad you brought
behind
that
the
up
scenes.
because that's what I
it's
want to hear, the
different.
behind the scenes
It's
Caldwell.
He like
But-
passion.
He's like, he does, like, you
It
know
was
what I'm saying?
a stretch. It was a stretch.
He's over there, man. He's like, man, I don't know. He's like, you're just Jim. You're not Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? You're just like, oh, we'll get him next time, guys. You know, we failed on
Why
X,
did
Y,
he
and
just
Z,
turn
but all I want
to
you
the
guys to
whitest
do
person
is
alive?
next week. Don't worry about this loss, fellas.
Why did he just
We're
make
gonna
God go?
we're gonna get
He
it
make it
better.
God.
Next week we're gonna do better. We're gonna win.
To
okay?
me, he's not that. To me, he's the mad ass granddaddy.
Right.
Get off my lawn. Don't ask no questions. Go take out the trash. You know what I'm saying? What?
Didn't I
What?
tell you
He
to
like
take out
that.
the trash?
How is he, Ameer?
No.
Okay. All right.
Why'd you do it?
Coach Caldwell, he is a very punctual individual.
Okay.
He's very old school,
Mhm.
but at the same time, he is the epitome of a head coach
Mm.
Right.
because he's a guy who he isn't on just one side. He's involved. He's been on the defensive side of coaching,
Mm.
offensive side of coaching. He knows every position, and he's reached such a wisdom of like a level of coaching that he don't always need that passion because
Right.
the best way to talk to someone is genuinely getting to know them and understanding
True.
their emotions of how they feeling and making sure they're getting the best out of their opportunities. One thing for Coach Caldwell, why I was sad that he was let go, was because he really takes care of the players.
Right.
He's a guy, he understands the NFL. Yes, our seasons are condensed, to like 6 months, so it's a lot of work in a short period of time. But you get tired as hell, man.
You don't get enough chances to do that as well. And I think that you would kind of like shine more if we were to do that more, like throw some screens in there,
Man.
short passes, and utilize your skill set.
Use
which is
that
like
speed.
That,
the speed
that
and
goes a lot with what I was saying. Schematically, things have
Right.
been kind of. It's not the personnel. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's not
Right.
the personnel. I feel like because for a while we didn't even use Marvin Jones well. Now he
Right.
exploded this year,
Oh, yeah, exactly.
but we were doing a lot of like short routes to him, and that dude can run.
Yeah.
If he
Fast as
throw
hell.
the ball, he
Right.
gonna go get it. That's the type of dude he is. That's his attitude. When you meet him, he's a herky J. Like you know what I mean? He wired up because he can just run.
Right,
Okay.
right.
But like we weren't using him like that. But this year you saw it was times Matt was just like F it.
Yeah.
Right,
Right.
Lamar was like, I
Give
got
me
you,
that.
big dog. You know what I
Give
mean?
me
It's
that,
nothing. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I feel like we learned that. We kind of went towards that, but
Yeah.
we never tapped into the potential of other people.
Right.
You know what I mean? You saw Ebron come on late.
Yeah.
Dude, he feeds off his teammates being positive and
Okay.
positive energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
And
if-
unfortunately, all of Detroit is
it's
negative
It's
on his
very
ass.
negative. You know what I mean? Which,
E
of course,
bum. You know what I'm saying?
at the same time, I understand fans. I understand fans. You got
Bum.
I'm a fan of the Lakers. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I view it different now, so I never call anybody a bum. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
you're a
it's-
professional athlete, so you're not a
You
bum.
can't.
It-
Yeah.
it-
Right.
you know,
Period.
for the-
I can't do it, so you're
Yeah.
not a bum. You know?
Exactly. If he drops a pass or something and you go completely away from him, you know what I'm saying? That ain't helping the team because he
Yeah.
still got to be out there. You know what I mean? I can go down the line and talk about a lot of people, but schematically things have been kind of off of what we have because we got a lot of talent, bro.
Right.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
a lot of talent. We're not even
Always.
using Kenny Galladay yet. Like,
Right.
For real.
He got hella
Ho-
talent.
Homie is cold. You know what I mean? And GT is he's getting better with age, bro.
Yeah,
It's
he's
weird.
sick with his.
Like-
So that goes to say, I think the problem is Jim Bob Pooter. He's ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I started out, I was like, damn, he might be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Jim Bob Cooter. I'm like, okay.
97-1 wanted him to take Jim Caldwell's job so
he
bad.
is ass.
Jim
man.
You in
I'm gonna tell you
97
what,
today.
Like just watching the Lions play.
You in 97
We'll be running
I
all these
hate
plays
it.
because I don't know everything
I
about how
don't. Why
NFL
do you
teams are
listen to
ran, but I know you come out, you have a schedule, right? Like, okay, we're gonna run these certain set plays.
Mm-hmm.
You have those plays set in your mind. We're always fucking down. We always got to come back in the second half, and I think that's when it comes to where we're like, okay, Matt, do your thing out there. You know what
now
I'm
we
saying?
gotta
Take off
abandon the
leashes.
run.
Then we just got to go ahead and just
Yep.
throw it up because he's not calling the right plays in the beginning of the game to keep us in it or to have us up. Like, God damn, you don't know how hard it is to watch the Lions as a
Yeah.
Lions fans. Like, we always got
Aaron, don't answer that.
I'm mad because I'm over here like y'all got me thinking about it, man. I just got over. I just got back from Hawaii. I'm feeling good.
Like,
Y'all
God,
come
You was
over
on
here.
vacation. You brought him back to earth.
I
Damn.
know there's a reason, man.
Oh, we're
They probably
sorry.
took, man, low key, Lions probably took about 2 years off my life, dog. Like, for real. Man.
That's it?
2 years, at least 2. Because
Is
you know what I'm saying? I
Took
get
2
over
inches
that
off my
shit.
hairline for sure.
I mean,
Thank God for marijuana.
Don't blame that
because
shit
the
on
marijuana
anybody
gave me a
else.
few years back.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Because it took away the stress.
Yeah,
But,
don't put
dude,
that shit on anyone else, please.
Chill, it's the Lions. It's this piece right here. And that
right there,
Man,
it's all
stop.
Lions.
Hey,
Trying to
this
blame
is
his
my
heritage.
number one question for brother
His
Ameer right
heritage
here.
on you.
Chill on my ear. All right, so I don't know. It was maybe like in the middle of the year, right? Report said that you were upset about not getting the ball 3 downs. You wanted to be a 3-down back. Is that true? First of all,
I never said that.
okay.
I never said that.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I know. I remember that because obviously things were a lot tense at that time because we had lost in Thanksgiving. That was a huge game we lost. We played like shit. You know, it just wasn't good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we knew it was going to be an uphill battle to make that playoff. So, you know, coaches on pins and needles
Yeah.
because, you know, they playing for their,
Their
they're
job
coaching for
on
their
the line,
jobs. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Coaching that's a hard profession. You
Yeah,
know? But, like,
Absolutely.
Right.
You know you're gonna take it.
And then I've noticed the media, they love division, man. They love to get into so
You got to let them get out there, see how they going to do. Y'all come back together, game plan again. That's why I liked Caldwell. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he wasn't influenced by the media. I felt like he was anti-media and that y'all were behind closed doors doing whatever y'all was doing. And I trusted him to do that, right?
Hey, we need to have you on as our official pause, man.
Really,
From here on out.
DJ stays with the.
I'm gonna chill because
That was my first one. It be some good.
I'm ruining my
No, really, no, really. Normally I have it in front of me and I can't even talk because DJ's always saying some shit.
So,
That's real talk, though. Hey, shout out to Caldwell.
so
That's the homie.
you know
my
what?
granddaddy, man.
Now, barbershop talk.
Shut the fuck up. You too light to be your granddaddy.
Damn.
Man, you hate
I
light
feel like it's
people.
racist. I feel like it's
You
racist.
hate light because.
It was.
I feel like
Really? Did you hear the
You
shit
ever
that
read
he
the
said
Willie
to
Lynch
me?
theory?
Okay.
my sister.
I wanted to ask you this. Do you think the fumbling was a result to the injury to your shoulder? Do you think that played a factor into it?
Injury. Nah, actually, I had that injury like sophomore year in college, and it's a labrum. I know
Okay.
it's actually a very common injury.
Torn
Like,
labrum.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
people get that every day. You can,
Working out.
you know, you can slip, fall, try to brace yourself, shoulder go back too far, you tear your labrum. But it's like to a certain extent that you can play with it.
Okay.
But you know, sophomore year I sustained it, then I got it back strong. Junior year, senior year, graduate, get drafted. I played with in college. His name is Damian Stafford.
Okay.
Safety. He ain't, I don't think he's in the NFL no more. But he was a hard hitter. And we
Yeah.
played him, I was like, I can't let him catch me. You know, and after then, I started picking one person a week. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, out of
Nope.
respect thing. But I would say, relevant to this year, one person I was not trying to let hit me was probably, Keanu Neal, safety from the Falcons. Buddy don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I respect it, though.
You kind of like Louis Delmas a little bit. Like, I'm just going to throw my head
I just want to
out
be
there.
ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm always, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
always with it, but it's like, you just don't want to be caught slipping. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Cause they got gifts, they got memes, they got all types of shit. I'm gonna have a gift. I'm like, going falling back, they gonna be rewinding. I'm gonna be like, damn. They got me.
So
It's a
I know
tough world.
you used to play cornerback in high school
Yeah,
too, right?
yeah, that was my. I played corner before I even played running back.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
I got a crazy story, man. Crazy story.
Tell
Wait,
me.
wait. Before, I need you to come up with a hood tale too. Just anything from the hood, something that would be considered a hood tale.
Okay, cool.
So go ahead with your story.
All right, cool. But I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm the youngest of 9. I grew up in Titusville, Alabama.
Titusville?
Yeah, it's actually a real city.
A lot of strip
See, look at
clubs.
me like,
So,
come on.
My type of town.
I will
born to say.
I will take you there if you want to go. If you really have any interest.
She's in.
Okay?
I'm in.
Titusville, Alabama. And where I live, it wasn't like a lot of coverage for football.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't real country because it was outside the city of Birmingham, but it was country enough for like, I didn't know how to send out my film. I didn't know how to get recruited. So I kind of got on the trail kind of late. My senior year, my biggest offer was Tuskegee. And I was like happy, you know, I was cool with that because that's all I knew. I was stuck in a bubble that I didn't know if I went to a bigger school, I would have the opportunity to, you know, probably go to the NFL because I just wanted free education.
Right.
But after I got a new coaching staff came in, and they were like, "No, you didn't know you could send your film out and this and the third." And they compiled all my highlights. And I played corner and I played running back. And my senior year, I had like 15 interceptions, something stupid. I was more highly rated as a corner than I was running back. Then I sent out my running back film. And I also rushed for like 1,700 that same year. So, but a lot of schools saw me and they was like,
Titusville goat, man.
You're right.
They go to
Got a statue
Titusville.
of Titusville.
I need a street name.
Yeah, you do.
But they never accept Abdullah.
Nah,
They gonna
not
like,
even Ameer.
Boy, you don't take that bag there.
You're right.
Never, boy. And my middle name don't help. It's Muhammad. It's
Oh,
like,
no.
I
That's not
lost. I
Oh
lost.
my
Yeah,
I
God.
lost.
Yeah. Barack Obama was the president, though. You never
Right.
know.
I was up for about 8 years.
Never know.
I
You
was
was
up.
up.
I was
Okay.
up. My stock crashed though.
Right.
About 8 years.
Right.
But
Five got in there.
once I sent out my film, a lot of schools were offering me, but like as I played running back more and more, I fell in love with the position. I was like, man, this is what I want to do. You know? I love the position. But,
You never know, though.
I want to be running back.
Balls, you know what I'm saying? Could be with a young lady, so it's like position for position.
Yeah. You know.
So most of the he tried to-
I tried.
Yeah.
He was
Not
trying for
working.
you.
But most of the schools offered me a corner.
Okay.
You know, and I kind of made up my mind. I was like, no, I'm gonna play running back. So Alabama and Auburn, my in-state schools didn't even offer me. You know, because they saw me as a 5'9" running back, and it was like last.
Yeah,
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely like that.
I would like to produce your 30 for 30. You know, what I'm saying? Out there right now. Just hit me
I'll
up
do
when
the
they ready.
voiceover.
Right.
So it's getting 30 for 30. Let's hope they bring in the coach that's
all
going to use your boy. In the
Right, it's gonna use my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Kicking game.
So, do you have any like hidden talents or something that most people don't know about you that you like you're really passionate about?
Got a couple. I kind of play the guitar a little bit. Getting
Okay.
better.
Okay.
The guitar. I like to produce music in my off time just because it's a cool thing to do. It's fun.
It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
Other than that, I just got a lot of hobbies. Just got a lot
Okay.
of different hobbies.
That's what's up.
What kind of music you into?
You know what? It rotates between original hip hop, like that real shit, not that.
Yeah.
What do you consider
Not that
real
little
shit
rap.
though?
Nah.
Let's
Like,
hear it.
yeah, like last week I listened to Illmatic on repeat.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Now, time out though. Let me say something real
Here
quick.
we go.
Because it didn't take much for me to know that he listened to that
Right,
stuff.
exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly, right.
You see how I threw that out there effortlessly.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
hoop.
He was already a Kobe fan.
Nasty
It's something
Nasties,
that they
they do.
it go together. All right, continue.
Yeah,
I just
and
wanted to put that
Okay.
out there for
Also, like I like indie. I like stuff that make you really feel the music. You can kind of get lost. Not many, lyrics sometimes. You really
Okay.
just listen to how well a producer constructs a beat, because that's what I like to do.
That's what's up.
But anything really, anything. I even like a little country, man.
Mm.
That's what's up.
Chris Stapleton,
I
Yeah.
just heard the
Tennessee whiskey.
a country diss song that was so hard. This shit was like ether, man.
Word?
This song?
Yeah, he was against his ex chick or something. I was like, fuck
Oh.
you, bitch.
Is that what he said?
That's the name of the song.
That-
Fuck you, bitch.
It's
Damn.
damn.
You gotta
It's
be
hard.
lying.
It's
You
hard
hear
though.
that
Like
shit?
I'm like,
That's too direct.
I like-
That's too
Like,
direct.
I like
I'm like,
that.
It's very
Damn.
direct.
You broke my heart.
Get creative.
I said, fuck you,
The
bitch.
F-150 didn't start.
I'm not biased,
Right.
but I
It
think
was
country
red
is
for
like
sure.
the least talented in the music field. They're talented, but they're like kind of talented. You know what I mean? Like they're not.
That's
Gotta
weird
have
to me
a
to
sad
fake an
story.
accent. though.
Everybody got a sad story.
That's weird to fake an accent. Like I can be from New York and I can sing country and just play it off. That's stupid.
Man.
I don't understand that.
No, like,
No,
I understand
for
though.
real.
Like,
You should have to be authentic though.
You think so?
Yeah, people do that.
It's
That's
New York
not-
country
yeah.
singers.
It's not-
It's New York
I don't
country.
pay
Yeah.
attention. I don't pay attention to country, so I don't know.
I don't blame you, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
New York City, like that commercial.
New York City, pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what?
No.
You guys just keep saying the same. There's only 2 words in what you said. I don't know. Is that a song?
How about? Wait, hold on,
Was
hold on.
that what?
Hold on,
did
Slimmy.
someone
How about
actually
this?
sing
3
that?
times.
Was that a
thing,
Come-
or we just gonna say New York City like it was the country
You
song?
was
may have been in a
actually,
diaper when that
yeah,
came out though.
Okay,
It was-
do
it
you
was
both
90s,
know
yeah,
that you
90s
guys are
somewhere.
like 5 years older than me?
What y'all think about the Raiders going to Oakland? I mean to Vegas. I said.
I think it's a
I think the bigger story is the head coach.
Oh yeah.
Gruden, yeah.
Yeah, Gruden, like them going to Vegas and the NFL being by the cuff. I don't know what the hell they think that. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't mix.
This is my thing. I don't think people are gonna show up to the game.
No, they're gonna show up now.
Think so? I
Yes.
don't know, man.
Oh,
I
the
mean-
Raiders fan base is one of the
Oakland fans
biggest
will come
ones.
out there.
Oakland, yeah,
And
Oakland
there's a
will
bunch of
yeah.
Hispanics out there.
Right,
Their
though.
fan
Oakland might
base-
travel.
It's gonna
Dude,
smell like
You gonna
tacos.
see though,
and-
like
Delete that.
That's absurd. That's absurd.
Why?
I'm disappointed.
we do not.
I'm disappointed.
I'm disappointed.
We do not approve that
That's not
message.
acceptable.
What? It's not gonna smell like great food and
Because
good times?
Mexicans don't even eat tacos.
Okay,
That's not
first
even
of
a
all,
Or the
that's
real-
not true. I
the
lived
more
with a
important
Mexican
thing-
for an entire year.
The more important
There was
thing
tacos
is
every
the
night for
commercial
dinner.
real estate out there is really
Falafels.
cheap. So if y'all looking at
What?
investing,
Mm.
expect that thing to jump up once
Jump
they build
up.
that stadium over there. So
Okay.
Drop that-
commercial real estate.
Hey, that's-
I'm telling
True.
you, drop
Yeah.
that.
That's
nigga
a
real
hint,
quick.
Yeah,
Bitcoin.
that's
That's a hint, Bitcoin.
Message.
Bitcoin man is listening. You know what I'm saying?
Message.
Time.
Right.
Hey Amir, what you think about the return of the XFL?
You know, I just saw
He
that right
hate
before I
me
came
now.
over.
Yeah, they coming back.
I'm kind of thinking they must know this lockout about to be real.
Oh.
They like,
Yeah.
yo, let's slide in here because
Let
it's
me-
about to get
Low-key.
real
I see a
messy.
lane. Let me get in
Scoop
it.
up all the sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
Make our league real quick.
They
Yeah.
get like Terrell
Until they
Owens
settle their
and
shit,
Shaq.
then we back out. You know what I mean? Like,
Man.
They
yeah, he
make
about to, it's like,
Make
it's
this
like
money.
the lick.
Low key.
Right.
It's like a bank robbery. He about to kick in, steal all the players, and be like, let's go.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know he get
Belichick
caught
better
eventually.
call
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, eventually that shit gonna be over. But like,
Yeah, again. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
He obviously didn't take an L the first time. He must have came out on top. You know what I'm saying? He like, I'm gonna go ahead and hustle it one more
Real
time.
to be real,
Do you have a hotel?
hotel.
We got 2 minutes left.
Yeah. So I grew up in a 2-bedroom home. I'm the youngest of 9. So and my grandma
That's
was
a
in there,
hotel
so-
automatic.
yeah, and my,
Okay,
and my
the
grandma was in there. So at one point there's 12 people in the house.
Damn.
And I used to sleep in the bed with my mama until I was about 8.
Yeah.
Hotel.
Yeah, right. That's it.
Enough
Yeah.
said.
Enough said.
That's
Never get to the bathroom on time. Always late. So man, it's been a great episode, man. I want
For
to
real.
personally thank Ameer, man. He's been a great guest. Like I said, like Detroit Red said, he's a genuine guy, man. I'm rooting for him. Period. You know what I'm saying? As a season ticket holder, you know what I'm saying? We gotta take up for our athletes that we really believe in.
For
And
real,
so
for real.
he's been a great dude, man. Great episode. I want to just say thanks, man, for coming out.
Yeah, thank you for
We
coming.
appreciate it.
Appreciate y'all letting me come
Most
out here and
definitely.
vent. Because I be in my house just thinking this stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
Hey, anytime you want to come back and just talk some
Anytime.
shit, let us
Anytime you
know.
want to come back.
We've had comedians, we've had rappers.
For sure.
First athlete.
And
So-
then
Thank
he's
you.
our designated bell ringer too on the
Yeah.
calls. You know what I'm
And,
saying?
hey, and if you ever go back to our old shows and hear me talking shit, that was before I had met you. Solid night. You my dog, you know what
I
I'm saying?
enjoy all content, all perspectives. You know, I'm good. No?
Yeah.
I just got to keep it 1,000, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
I was talking shit for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
And we're out.
He
We
is
out.
mad.
Message.
We sitting here simmering in the stew.
You wanna
Tune
see
in
what I see?
every Thursday at 8
Wanna take
p.m.
mine?
Download it on Apple Podcasts. Yeah.